Hey guys, this is Dooley. In this video, we will talk about the accept operator, which allows us to determine the set difference between two collections. Okay, collections could be lists, arrays, dictionaries, or whatever. What I have here as I've initialized some list events, list of strings, and I have genes object here, and one is giving us a list of genes, and one is giving us an array of genes. Okay, so let's look at the gene class for a bit. What we've seen already, if you've been watching the videos, is the list class has two properties: sequence and fitness. I have a couple of functions here, one that gives us a list of genes, and one that gives us an array of genes. So we are going to try and use those to try to determine the set difference between the two. Okay, so let's go ahead and initialize the local variable to hold the difference between data 1 and data 2. Okay, so var data diff. Okay, that is going to be data 1 that accept. It's fairly easy to call these functions. So what you want to determine the difference between the two is data 2. Okay, so this will give us the items in data 1 that do not appear in data 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and print that and see what we get. Let's print the collection. That's data diff. Okay, let's call that. What do we get? We get 32. And let's go ahead and verify that. 2 is in there, 23 is in there, 32 is not. 2 of course is, 23 is, 4 is, 56 is, 4 is, and 12 is. So this is accurate, and it gives us the only number in data 1 that does not appear in data 2. So if we were to do this for data 2 to data 1, what would we get? Let's go ahead and try that. Well, let's just change these, data 2 to data 1. Okay, there's nothing in data 2 that does not appear in data 1. So what do we get? Let's find out. You get 22. Actually, there is 22 here. It does not appear in data 1. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this for the list of fruits. No difference here at all. So let's go. It will function the same way. So fruit difference. Okay, so that's going to be fruits too. All right, so let's print that. Fruit diff. Let's see what we get. So the fruits that are not in the second list is what we're going to get. Strawberry, berry, grapes. Strawberry not in there, berry not in there, grapes not in there. Orange is, mango is, cherry is. All right. If we were to run this the other way around, we would get plum, right? Plum, maybe grapefruit. Yeah, grapefruit. Grapefruit is not in the other one. So let's go ahead and try that and see what we get. So 2 and 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and run that. Right. So we get grapefruit and plum. Now what happens if we call this on self? That's gotta be a hole in the universe or something. No, it's not. We just don't get anything. Okay, because the two collections are the same collection, and so there are no items in one that's not in the other, so you don't get any items there. All right, so let's go ahead now and do the genes operation. Okay, now let's remove that. It's gonna need something. Okay, so let's do the difference between the genes array and list. So gene diff. That's going to be genes 1 accept. So that's what we used to. Let's just do that. Okay, so what's the problem with this? Wrote that wrong. Okay, let's fix that. That's supposed to be jeans. Not typing very well today. Okay, so we're doing the same thing. Okay, we have an object, the gene object. We have a list of it here and an array of it here. So let's go ahead and run that and see what happens. And what you will see is that there's a problem with this. Okay, all right. So we're just printing one of them. There's no way for us to know what the difference is. So let's go ahead and print all three of them. Let's print collection, genes one. And then again, print collection. Okay, let's see if we can discern if there are any differences between the two. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, this is what we are calling the except operator on. Okay, and this is what we are looking into to see if there are any that appear in that list, any in the first list that appear in the second list, and this should be the difference. Okay, the set difference. We can already see a problem here because this appears in there, right? It appears on all three of them. So there's a problem here. Okay, the difference is not being made, and the reason for that is the same reason we had a problem with distinct when we were using custom objects. We have to provide a way for the two objects to be compared, and since in the previous tutorial we solved that problem, we have the high quality comparer, a class that implements the high quality comparer that's able to compare two genes and give us the right result on what if they are different or not, or if they are the same or not. So what we need to do when we call the accept operator is pass that as pass an instance of this object here. And this will allow us to be able to make that difference and then solve our problem here. Okay, so this is the first list. Okay, it looks in there and see which ones are different, and definitely 22 is different. Okay, 3. Okay, who's that 3? Okay, there are two 3s here, so ATCG, ATCT. Okay, so that's the one that does not appear. ATCG did appear here. Okay, which one here? Yeah, the one that appeared is that one. So we get this one right here. All right, so this is how you use the accept operator. If you are using it with list of integers, array of integers, list of strings, you can just call it and it will give you the difference between the two lists or the two arrays or the two collections. But if you're calling it with a collection of custom objects, you have to provide a way for them to be compared. Either the class that's containing that container need to implement the iEquitable interface, or you can provide an object that implements the iEquality comparer class that's able to compare two objects of that class. Alright, so this is this video, guys, the accept operator, which allows you to make to get the difference between two different collections. Alright, go ahead and subscribe if you want to know when these videos are coming up. Please hit the like button if you like the videos, and if you've got questions, go ahead and ask me in the comment section. Alright, thank you, and I'll see you next time.